subscribe and help the channel get to 100K. Welcome to our FANS Wethu TV. It's the Betway Premiership. Kaizer Chiefs 2, Richards Bay 1. I'm joined by the double pivot itself. It's the only fan with a PhD. Ta me.
Ogrande Steve Meauti.
Kimnati.
What's it? Double pivot.
And brother Muta.
Yeah, it's back. Double pivot.
Looking like $1 million. Brother Muta,
$1 million.
You.
I don't know on the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1 million pirates.
Oh, $1 million.
Yeah, that's a line. That's a line. Very young summer is good. Yeah. Steve, what a game. I got Kaizer Chiefs and Richards Bay.
I saw the Uisa.
No. Brother Nabi is trying to adjust somehow. He's trying to adjust somehow. Stuff maybe changes things, but to be honest, because some of us have got that giraffe view, we could see. Like when I saw the first 11,
yes,
that alone just showed me how this man means business.
Yes.
To be honest, I don't know what it happens, and maybe because I'm the only one to say things in my own controversial manner.
Talk about it.
For me, if I would take it back, Hugo Bruce says when he selected his first 11 for Bafana, he invited his assistant coach who happens to know South African players and South African football,
yes,
Hilman Mukelele, to say he should be the one that should select players.
Yeah.
Because he's grown of age and matured as a human being. That's how he allows his assistant coach to come to the party and help him.
Yeah.
I think for me, had Nabi had someone, I don't know, but I think this first 11 was influenced by someone who is familiar with South African players and South African football. For a long time, he's been delayed to play the best first 11. Because remember, Steve, when you are cooking,
yeah,
one of the best things to have is a good recipe.
Yes.
You cannot replace salt with sugar.
Yes.
Sometimes you might look or even look like a bad cook, but because you are not being brought the good resources, you then look like a bad cook.
Yes.
This is precisely, before the game started, I knew already by this first 11 that what a first 11. From the goalkeeper to the right back to the striker, I saw a Dupree, I saw a Frosler.
Yeah.
I just saw a very good team.
Yes.
You understand that even and you could tell they were motivated beyond playing football.
Yeah.
They were very motivated. They played more of the ball, especially from the first half. You could tell that it was one-way traffic.
Yes.
It was one-way traffic. You can say that a big team was playing against a smaller team. Unlike this mediocrity that we've been seeing of lately, where you find Kaizer Chiefs looking like an ordinary team or like a smaller team.
Yes.
But for a very first time in a long time, remember, I'm the only person who's able to tell you the future.
Talk about it.
I can tell you that Kaizer Chiefs of now, and people might think I'm being biased to Kaizer. If there's one person who doesn't beg to be loved, it's me.
I know.
I can tell you, Kaizer Chiefs, based on this match, they really looked sharp. If they can start with this first 11 and build from this, I'm telling you, imagine if they was to start this game with a Shivaviro. They'll be very deadly.
Yeah.
But for me, the introduction, I don't know, but I think players who comes from the PSL or who comes to so-called bigger teams and their surnames start with S, they are not so good to build your CV with. The likes of Saile, the likes of Sales.
Yes.
You understand that as I can say it's cast somewhere somehow. You need to build confidence around certain players, and then you'll introduce them at a later stage. But like I always say, I don't think Saile for me should play as a winger. He should play more of a number 9, and I've been re-emphasizing this.
Yes.
I think that was the only element that was not so sharp. Bona mobamshapaka $1 million pass. What does it show? Can you imagine that? I know that pitch Polokwane is very flat. I understand that's very flat. I know the measurements that were done there. I don't understand why a professional player would kick the ground instead of the pitch instead of the ball. I mean, who does this? This is this mediocre, and it's an insult to PSL as a whole. This is not just an insult to South African football, but that was very bad. Dupree will always give you that pace. You understand? But like I always said, Kaizer Chiefs supporters should have how can I say, patience with,
Yes.
with the man of the match today.
Mart.
Yusuf Mart. He played very well, like he always does. It's just that I don't understand. It's like Kaizer Chiefs supporters. They've got this thing of hating certain players, of disliking certain players, especially players like I said when they played against Sundowns. I said had Mart been or started with the match, they wouldn't be as humiliated as they were today.
Yes.
But I like what Nabi does or did today. He looked like the olden Mangoba Mniti, who would be more vocal while seated down. If you check the element of discipline from Kaizer Chiefs bench, Nabi was not so, like, he was advised to just calm down, relax. I think he was doing all those dramatic stuff on during training, but today was more calm, watching the game, because sometimes when your emotions are very high and you're watching the game, you cannot really come with good judgment from a coach perspective. You need time whereby you just need to settle down and watch the game. But Kaizer Chiefs, I don't know what Nabi brought today. The motivation. You look at this Duba. When he gets in, every time he makes sure that he delivers a cross inside the ball. Same with their left wing. Unfortunately, he delivered a $1 million grass cutter cross, whereby it ran between the mouth of goal. I mean, he was appreciating the pitch, and cross was facing goals. But how do you miss from that position? And at the end of the day, coaches and will be then blamed for such things, because you could see that this play was drilled from the from training. So, but now when it comes to execution, it's one thing. I mean, the boy did the hard work. Everything that he did, that guy was just to stand there and finish the ball. But anyway, it is football. I think Richards Bay really showed character when they towards the end of the match
Scored.
especially after Kaizer Chiefs got a red card, whereby they took that advantage of saying Kaizer Chiefs got a red card, and they brought that deadly striker who's very energetic.
Yes.
I mean, that guy, I think he'll be playing for Pirates next season. What he does, unfortunately, they stole that second goal for them. Fortunately for Kaizer Chiefs, we congratulate them. But let me tell you something, an element of discipline. What Frosler did, he did an injustice to himself, to his career, and he almost costed the team. Let me tell you, his first yellow card, again, it was intentional. Players are fraudsters. You understand? It's a pity here. Havana the yellow card, it's or this is for fraud. That was a fraud. Let me tell you what he does. He claims on Omohatal red. It was not a mistake. He did that intentionally. Even on the other foul, when he stretched his leg, he did that intentionally. Maracas system earlier, okay, let me put them in a position whereby they'll think it's a mistake. It was not a mistake. That is just an expression of his character, and it will cost him. Unfortunately, when you are having a good team, because football is not like boxing, whereby you rely mostly on an individual. But here, one person can cost the whole team.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
One person Jessica Mutaung, well, they are not even there. When they've done their part, to support the team in whatever way possible. And then one player comes just because of ill discipline, and he comes and behaves like that. Remember, Frosler has potential to become arguably one of the best right backs in the country. But it's such disciplines that shows us that you behave somehow even beyond the pitch. And I'm the only person who's able to analyze football on and off the field. You understand? Who's allowed to talk about anything?
Sure.
I can even talk about a bird that flew in the stadium.
Sure.
I mean, it's just up to me. What do I decide?
Sure.
I can even talk about the bottle, matey, coach, if I have to. And it would make football sense because, Duduzi, what a player. I think he has, today he showed me that he has the ability to play football both with his right, left. I mean, playing as a winger, cutting in, sometimes playing as that number 10. He really played very well. But for me, a key element and a very important player in their goalkeeper.
Peterson,
if Peterson was introduced again earlier in the season, they'll be very far. If they stuck to him, yes, he's very good. I'm telling you, because I want to say things before they say them. You understand? I spoke of many things. Now they are talking about them. You understand? So now I just want to tell you about Peterson. They'll say I'm overhyping him, but I want to talk about him. But next year, December. But what I'm saying to you, Peterson is very good. You know how good he is. When Kaizer Chiefs was playing more of the ball, check him, check his throws. Ball, he was helping the team to attack. Check how quickly he was.
Yeah.
One would say because Chiefs was not so attacked, but check how he helped the team in attack. Always. And his passes are more clinical than that of Saile. You understand? I'm sorry, Saile will have to forgive me. I mean, I think they signed a netball player instead of a football plaer. Excuse me for that. Yeah, no. It's either they put him as a number 10. Let me tell you something, Fetu. I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry. I apologize. But what I'm saying is, this team, you can tell, Huri, Chiefs, if they play like this, they'll become a very good team. I don't want to overdwell on criticizing certain players. And remember, they didn't have a Ranga Chifaviro, who's a deadly striker. And if Ranga, you play him with Dupree,
combination.
Like I say, Dupree has the ability to change even Kaizer Chiefs. They can. Dupree will always give you one-on-ones, and these are the things that really costed them on that humiliation. Mamelodi Sundowns. As per Kaizer Chiefs standard, Kaizer Chiefs has really played very well, and I cannot say to you, Stibo Kare, let me wait for them to play 10 games. As Gagabi show now, we are yet to see the Stibo. We are analyzing today's game. We are on today. You understand? Before you plan about next year, think of tomorrow. Just tomorrow. Thursday, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Before you plan 10 years to come, plan about tomorrow. What they gave, and you cannot say that Richards Bay is a bad team. No, it's not a bad team. It's a stronger team. But I think from a Richards Bay perspective, I think they should introduce more experienced players. Because you cannot be blaming the coach. I mean, he's using all what he has at his disposal. And if you are a chairman maybe, then you are then introduced into the PSL, you've qualified and stuff, and you think this is an opportunity for you to make money. It's not an opportunity to make money. It's an opportunity to use money so that you can also get those endorsements that you got, like the 100 million. You start by investing. I'm the only one who's able, again, to advise even chairman.
Sure.
I qualify. I understand. So, but again, this is what they should do, because you cannot be blaming the coach. That's why, even no matter how qualified you can be, they always say experience is the best teacher. Bring us experience. I'm not saying they should not use the players that they are using, but I'm saying you need that experienced center back. You need that experienced striker. You need that experienced winger. Just to make the whole team gel. Understand? But all in all, if they don't want to introduce senior or qualified players, I know they've got both quality players. But I'm just saying one or two, for me, would make a difference. We understand? But anyway, congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs and Brother Nabi. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned. Yes.
Who's your man of the match?
My man of the match, I'll say it without any fear or any shade. Or it goes without this guy, the one who Yusuf Mart.
Mart.
Yeah, and he's also his core pivot. They played very well. Knox today, he was motivated. He showed us that he was worth being signed to Kaizer Chiefs, and we cannot judge him for the previous matches.
Brother Mutau, do you agree with the PhD?
Yeah, Steve, I agree with the PhD. Mark today he plays very, very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also is finally the big giant wake up today.
Yes.
Kaizer Chiefs. So it's good for them to win this game, and come on Saturday, Chiefs will be number 3. They're going to beat
In the log.
On the log.
Yo.
They're going to beat Royal AM on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah. So today they play very well, and remember, they on the bench. They're on the bench.
They're coming back.
They're coming back. So come Saturday, I'm happy because they won today.
Yeah.
And also I'm happy because now, if you see the previous league, Bobby Mutaun, the weight, he lost the weight. But now, because they win today, and then, so he'll gain the weight. Yes. So he was wearing, if you listen, he was wearing size 40. He was wearing 34. But now, because he loved too much Kaizer Chiefs. But now, because now today they won, started they want to win, the weight will come back.
It's stress.
Stress free now.
Okay, in a pop stage.
Yeah, so Chiefs today they play. Today Chiefs they play very, very well. I'm happy for them because now, the big giant wake up.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm happy for them. So I'm looking forward to see them on Saturday, and then on Sunday, obviously they will come to Orlando to see us as well.
So the glory days are back.
The glories are back.
They are back.
Like Killer says,
We don't. Some of us don't care much about your bob stakes or baluza weight or baba gain or wajang. You know, my heart always goes for Jessica Mutao. As long as I lose weight, I'm not.